Millions of people have been trapped by something I call pseudo productivity. But what is it? And are you potentially stuck in this very cycle yourself? In this video, expect to learn what pseudo productivity is, how we can spot it in ourselves, and most importantly, how we can escape its trap. Stay tuned. First of all, let's talk about what pseudo productivity is. Have you ever had that feeling where you're doing so much and working so hard, but nothing's really changing and you're not really getting anywhere? Well, you may be trapped into a cycle of pseudo productivity. Here are some pretty common signs. You're constantly busy, but at the end of the day, you can't pinpoint what exactly it is you've achieved. You have a super long to-do list filled with a variety of tasks without much organization or intention. And finally, you find yourself getting easily distracted when you should be working on important tasks. And hey, I've experienced it myself. I went through a phase of waking up and getting so much done and ticking off everything on my to-do list. But by the end of the day, I wasn't any closer to my goals than I was in the morning. Oh, and it's completely understandable, by the way. So many of us want to take control of our lives, work hard to achieve our goals of pursuing a career or building a business or desperately trying to get more views on your YouTube videos. And with the plethora of resources out there, from Andrew Huberman's numerous biological hacks to Ali Abdul's many ways of obtaining financial freedom, it's easy to get overwhelmed and lose sight of what's actually important. For me, it came after reading the book, The 5 AM Club. Whilst it was a great book full of many different ways you can improve your productivity and lifestyle, I got pulled in by the romanticism of waking up at 5 AM. By doing this, I felt like I had some kind of high ground above my competition, that surely I was more dedicated and committed to achieving my goals. I was part of this elite club that was waking up at 5 AM every day, and that's how much my goals meant to me. However, in reality, my work started to suffer. I felt tired all the time. I didn't give myself time to re-energize, and going to bed at 9 PM is pretty tough, so my sleep really started to suffer. So, what's the solution? There's a variety of ways in which we can ensure that all of our practices are pushing us in the right direction. Number one, intentional practice. Intentional practice is a constant reflection on our practices and their impact on our goal pursuit. For example, that may look like writing a list of everything we're doing each day that's supposed to elevate our output, and next to it, writing its real impact on us. So for me, that would look like writing 5 AM on one side of the page, and on the other side, writing its true impact on me. And aside from just kind of making me feel better about myself, most of its impacts were negative, so that was a good sign I should get rid of this habit. If you can go through all of your productivity practices, then hopefully you can spot the ones that potentially aren't having so much of a positive impact on you. Number two, setting clear and defined goals. Now, this is a very general piece of advice, I know, but a lot of people overlook it. What exactly are you trying to achieve this month, this week, or even today? For me, I set out weekly goals that I want to achieve, and each day I cater what I'm doing that day to those. By the way, I will be making a video on my simplest and most effective to-do list method that, at least for me, has helped me stay on track and make sure I'm always achieving my goals. So if you want to watch that, feel free to subscribe. So by having clear and concise goals, we can ensure that all of our practices cater towards achieving those. Number three, journaling. For me, journaling has had such a wide variety of benefits in my life, from allowing me to process my emotions to also helping me recognize the things in my life that were holding me back. Each morning I write in my journal general life things, how I'm feeling, you know, what I'm excited for and all that, but also what I accomplished the previous day. So for example, when I feel stressed, I like to go for a walk. It lets me wind down a little bit, and when I return, I'm often more focused and motivated, and I can get a lot more done. So by writing about my afternoon walks in my journal, I'm able to spot this pattern, and that's a good sign for me to keep practicing this. But for example, if you find yourself writing about how you felt burnt out and overwhelmed and stressed, then maybe you need to take a step back and reassess when you take breaks and how effective those breaks are. Essentially, journaling acts as an honest reflection point in which we can assess our own practices and make sure we're moving in the right direction. It's really helpful. Give it a go. If you can do these three things consistently, I assure you, you'll be able to spot the practices that are holding you back, and you can rid yourself of these burdens. It is great that you're passionate about achieving your goals. So am I, trust me. But unfortunately, as much as working hard feels like a go, go, go grinders mentality, sometimes stopping and saying no to things is just as important. And these three practices can hopefully help you do that and make sure that you're not only moving in the right direction, but you're also doing it efficiently. I did recently make a video talking about 10 things that I quit that really helped me boost my productivity. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out right here. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And aside from that, have a lovely day. Bye bye.